New Year, same boy filling that emptiness inside by buying books to feel joy. I have a problem. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Michael BookLion and this is my first book haul of 2018. There's like a lot of books here, so I'm kind of just gonna jump into it. I hope that's okay. It's why I clicked on this video, so it probably should be. First up, we have Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. I have Diviners somewhere. There it is. I never finished reading it. I wasn't that into it, but everyone loves it. And then I was at Barnes & Noble and I had a gift card and I saw this and I was like, if it's free, it's for me. So I got the sequel, and this is a 1920s set kind of horror supernatural novel about this girl who has the ability to like read the past of objects she touched, and she has to take down this insidious dark man. This cover's kind of a no-go though. So the next book I have here is Strange Fire by Tommy Wallach, and I'm gonna be real with you for a second. It was 50% off and I had a gift card, so I was like, why not? I don't actually know what this is about. Apparently it's a dystopian set in the future with two different cults. One's technology is gone and one of them sort of wants to bring it back and the other wants to abolish it, and there's like a holy war? Okay. And then the last book I got on that gift card binge was Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, and it's a signed copy, so like I'm not mad at all. I just don't really like books that tell fairy tales in worlds that we want to see more of the actual world, so I'm probably not gonna read it, but I love Leigh Bardugo, and so like support your faves, you know? And then I have Renegades by Marissa Meyer, which is apparently the BNN special edition with behind the scenes author content. I don't even remember getting this from BNN, but like, hey, this is a book about a world where people with superpowers have kind of taken over, and then there's this girl who has a reason to hate them and thinks they're kind of corrupt and tries to take them down, and it's like a freaking brick. So I know I'm in for a fun journey here. And then next we have Everless by Sarah Holland, and this is the start of a high fantasy series where the rich control everything, including time, and so this girl goes into servitude for this family trying to earn her time, but she finds herself in just like way more of a dangerous situation than she ever anticipated. And yeah, I've been hearing great things about this so far. Next book we have is The Unbecoming. The Becoming of Noah Shaw, and this is a sequel series but following the same character, except from Noah's perspective of the Mara Dyer trilogy, which I absolutely adored the first two books of, and then the third book I wasn't really feeling, so I was like, I'm not even gonna get that next book, like whatever, and then I got it immediately once it was on shelves. And then next up we have A Conspiracy of Stars by Olivia A. Cole, which is the first book in a new sci-fi series about this futuristic world where there are these white coats, which are these like prestigious scientists, and this girl wants to be one of them like her parents, until one day she sort of gets in with them and she gets into this cool exotic area that they've been studying, and she sees something dark and dangerous happen and she's like, oh shit, I don't want to do this anymore, and she just might be a catalyst for a war between two nations. So, is it such a bummer that for the Shatter Me New covers, the first book was never released in hardcover? Well, not anymore! January 9th, the first book hit shelves in a hardcover in preparation for Restore Me, and yeah, you guys know what this is about. Then we have Three Sides of a Heart by like a whole lot of authors, and this is a love triangle anthology, but like fully aware that love triangles don't happen, and it's kind of ironic but also not ironic, and it's got a list of really amazing authors in it, like Veronica Roth, Sabat Tahir, Renee Athier. Like I like all of those authors, and so I want to read their stories. And then we have This Darkness Mine by Mindy McGinnis, who's just like an amazing author, and everything she writes is really solid, and this book is about this girl, Sasha Stone, who's kind of perfect and living her life, but she starts to feel off and starts doing things and having memories of things that she never did, and she finds out that she had a twin in the womb, and things are confusing and my brain hurts, but it sounds really dark and interesting and like a thriller, and so I'm down for it. Next up we have The Art of Starving by Sam Miller, which is supposed to be this very emotional, heart-punching story about this boy who's dealing with an eating disorder and trying to get over it, but he can't, and sort of as a coping mechanism he thinks his superpowers. And I know it's an own voices story, so I know it's going to be authentic, and I kind of just really want to experience what happens here. And then we have The Silver Mask by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. This is the third or fourth book in their Magisterium series. They're so short, and they're these really dark middle grade books that are about these kids who go to this magic school underground, and one of them is like evil and one of them is meant to be like the savior, and it just gets really dark and messy, and yeah, I'm probably gonna read this in like a day. Then we have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, which is the first book in a new mystery series where this girl goes to the school for prestigious kids. They're better than everyone else in something, and so she's really good at solving crimes, and it just so happens that at this school, years and years ago, the founder's wife and child were kidnapped. The wife was found dead, but the kid was never found, and the ransom note was signed truly devious. And then while she's at the school trying to solve this murder mystery, another murder happens, and so she's got 2 murders to solve. I read it already, and it's really great. And then last but not least, we have Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and you might be thinking, Michael, didn't you already haul Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor? And the answer is yes, I did. But I went to YALLFest and she was there and I didn't have it on me and I got it signed, and I also kind of think that I trapped strep throat in my last copy of Strange Dreamer because I read it while I was sick and then I put it down, and then like a week or 2 later I opened it up and I got sick again, and I was like, okay, and then I stopped reading it because I got sick again, and then like 2 months later I opened it up and I started feeling sick. So thank you guys for watching. That was my first book haul of 2018. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you read any of the books. Comment your thoughts on them, and subscribe if you want to see more of my face. My name's Michael BookLion. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh my god. Oh my god.